MGM post their Amazon acquisition. Work
Yeah,
with
Cooper Hoffman.
5 movies and bringing it now to the sun. New generation, new decade, new era post-COVID. Like I famously, I remember when I watched it, I really dug the first half. The second half's where it started to lose me.
He uses the same vocal inflections as his dad too.
Haim was one of those bands that like I listened to on and off throughout the years, heard their songs randomly, but never knew who they were. Alana was 29 when they were filming this. And there's a famous slip-up that happens later on in this movie where she accidentally says her real age. Of course, he's got the younger sidekick. That's a staple of PTA movies.
I don't know.
How do you like working at Tiny Toes?
He's like, I'm an actor. I remember shit for a living.
That's why I could never be an actor.
Also, the fact they basically cast her whole family as like her family in the movie. Like, I'm pretty sure that's her real dad, her real mom, and we know that's her sisters playing her sisters in this. Just the interrogative nature of it. John Michael Higgins, famous character actor. I love how his means of like communicating with her is to just do a really shitty Japanese accent, and he thinks that he's like speaking fluent Japanese.
This is a green card marriage.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Jimmy Olsen, Skylar Gisondo. What is that, VE for vagina? And that actress is supposed to be the Lucille Ball stand-in. The flight attendant portrayed one of Oppenheimer's kids in Oppenheimer. Why are you telling that to some random guy?
He's so short.
Got
his wife in the movie again.
Rudolph. Good. Divorced? Is this some alternate universe where Charlie and the waitress end up traveling back in time and Cooper Hoffman is their son? Lance. What the fuck did I just hear?
I said Nance.
Oh, wow. Thank you. However, I must respectfully refuse. I'm an atheist.
You're Jewish.
You're Jewish! I didn't say anything. Please, come test it out, if you will. Nice and bouncy. I also just love how they have kids that don't look older than like 12 years old driving. No, Sonny. Just share. John C. Reilly cameo is Fred Gwynn, Herman Munster. I think I know where to find some LSD. Soggy Bottom, which was originally going to be the working title of this movie.
Hey, name it after the band from Oh Brother Where Art Thou.
She missed out with Skylar Gisondo, so now she's working him.
It's like Dana talking to the cops on The Pit.
All right, the running. It's beginning. Fuck off, teenagers.
The bad boy of waterbed sales.
Thanks. I guess. Here is where the running is still acceptable.
Every radio host had the same voice. Anybody tells you the Doors aren't good? The Doors bang.
They don't listen to the Doors.
Are we going to file these taxes? That's the important part.
Nico, what do you think of this waterbed? It's hard to tell. I don't speak Japanese.
It's so fucking funny.
I love that her name is Frisbee. Oh, that's Spielberg's daughter. Another very important rule for actors who are just starting out. Always say yes. Also, fun fact, the owner of the waterbed place who initially told him about the waterbed, that's DiCaprio's dad, George DiCaprio.
Can I touch them?
I think it's weird.
So why are you doing it?
She likes the action.
To me, the action is the juice.
It is the juice. Kind of pimping your girlfriend, man.
Kind of. And the girl's like looking at her being like, who is that? Here we go. The celebrity stand-ins. First up, Sean Penn as Jack Holden, a.k.a. William Holden. Needless to say, this was merely a precursor for Colonel Stephen J. Lockjaw, driving the fast car with the cigarette hanging out of the mouth. And then a little poll's like, we're going to get the only dude who's got a deeper, more grizzled voice than Sean Penn.
This is just Sean Penn talking about his
I don't
life.
even think there were lines here. How's that loud?
Hey.
I always love it whenever dudes are gritting at each other back in the day. You son of a whore. Please talk to me more about whatever the hell it is you're saying. Once a director, always a director. Ha!
I thought it was
Magic?
like a scientific fabric. I thought it was like a rubber.
And what makes rubber? Ah, yes, we have no oil. What's our solution? We're going to operate out of a truck. Oh, boy, here he is. Bradley Cooper.
Barbra Streisand.
Barbra Streisand.
Yeah, say it 150 times. Maybe eventually he'll get it right. It's like, man, I would let you fuck. It's like, I would let you fuck my girl all day long. Oh, what? It's like, do you want to fuck her? Do you really want to fuck? It's like, it's that kind of energy.
I kill you and your family if you fuck up my house.
Let's get out of here fast. Oh, come on. Gasco with the goddamn Caro, Steve-O. I'm no longer in my brother's shadow. I am Betty Safdie. the actor director. Josh is the better director writer, but like I gotta hand it to Benny as an actor. He's a damn good actor. You've never drank a martini before.
It's when they stopped running that they found each other.
They can try to run away all they want, but they always end up coming back towards each other. And that was Licorice Pizza, Paul Thomas Anderson's 9th feature film, the most recent one prior to One Battle After Another. And I will say, I wasn't the biggest fan of this one the first time that I saw it. I was kind of a little bit confused, lackadaisical, coming off Phantom Thread, going very opposite direction, very loosey-goosey, very back to the period piece, but like a period that we're familiar with. And I gotta say, this time around, now that I kind of like have all the baggage of COVID behind me, I liked it. It was fun. It was cutesy. It's charming. I don't think it's his best. It's not top 5 worthy, but it's certainly not his worst like I previously thought. It was this is fun. It's just a fun, light, nice hangout movie.
This is phenomenal ordering by you to come off of Magnolia into this film. Really 2 sides of the spectrum back to back.
Yeah, truly. His most extravagant and over the top and most, what's the word I'm looking for? Most embellished, right down to like the complete opposite. Just like,
this is just like honest, heartfelt, fun, happy.
Yeah.
You know, it's very, very normal human life.
Yeah. Like I honestly, in hindsight, I'm really questioning, like, man, it really shows that I was in the depths of like COVID hell. The fact that I was as critical of this movie as I was. Like,
I hope this gets reclaimed a little bit more because
I think it will.
I really enjoyed this.
Yeah, I think it will. And like, look, the age difference thing. Okay, yeah, obviously, obviously, of course, it's going to be problematic in the scope. But again, it's taking it into the context of the period at the time. It's like this sort of shit happened all the time. And at the end of the day, like he's a sweetheart, he's a con artist. Like he wanted this, and also the fact that the movie, specifically the second half, which again I was very critical of the first time I saw it, but this time around, like. That back and forth interplay between them, the minute the one becomes interested, the other becomes bored, and then back and forth, like that's so crucial to like their play. And the fact that the movie really is a balancing act between the two of them ultimately, even when you bring in all the big name celebrities in the second half, like it still very much is a two-hander between them. And I really, really got to give props to somebody who again had a whole career before this, but it never really had any real acting experience. Someone who again had a legacy titan of an actor for a father, but like his first feature film role, and automatically gives us something that feels fresh, new, different, original. Like again, this is probably PTA's best Linklater movie that he ever made.
Exactly, and I think he sets Cooper up to succeed really, really well here.
Yeah,
he makes him the cool kid. He makes him the magnetism is written into the character itself. So all he has to do is just be charming, and Cooper can do that, and he is very, very charming. I mean, this time around, kind of knowing the paces and knowing where we're going to get to, I can sit with the writing a little bit more.
Right.
And this movie is just written so lovingly.
It really is.
You can tell that PTA loves these characters. He wants what's best for them. He puts them through what little trauma he can, like very normal, everyday type of stuff, heartbreak. The testing that you do within relationships, the power grabs, all that sort of stuff. But it's childlike, you know, it's not the like bang your head adult world of Boogie Nights,
right?
Where it's like, yeah, it's fun for a while. And then it gets really dark,
really dark after a while. Yeah.
We don't have to go to that in Licorice Pizza.
Yeah. Thankfully. It's interesting because like, obviously, again, we've been joking back and forth throughout this whole series about like QT makes a movie, PTA makes a movie. They're in active conversation with each other. But whenever I think of the difference between the two of them is the fact that obviously QT is a lot more cynical than PTA. Almost all of Quentin's movies end on a somewhat tragic note versus PTA is always trying to look for the wistfulness, the earnestness, even at his most dour, his most cynical. He is always trying to he's always trying to look for the light ultimately at the end of the tunnel. He's trying to look for well,
you know what it is PTA grew up.
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino never grew up.
Right.
He's still
it's
the
true.
same guy.
Yeah.
Like PTA, like you can see it with this movie, with Phantom Thread, a little bit of that transition in The Master where like you can just watch him growing up from the guy that wrote Boogie Nights and Magnolia and all that stuff. Like he ages a lot more than QT does. And I mean, not to take anything away from QT, like I'm a child at heart too. So
Right.
just keep letting it rip. But yeah, it is interesting that, these guys do talk back and forth between their movies and just a different direction. Like this is his LA movie, PTA, like getting into the suburbs and stuff like that. And if QT makes an LA movie, it's going to be, a rip-roaring action fest.
Yeah, and not to mention the fact that we were talking about this in the last couple weeks is that you see one of the reasons why examining all of PTA, his whole filmography, is you see the journey, you see the progression, you see the growth, the maturity throughout the career, and it's fascinating, honestly. It's why I say that he truly does have a filmography unlike anybody else, and why I said that, like, even more so than Kubrick, like, you really feel like this very distinct tone and identity across each of his individual entries in a way that, again, I really feel like you don't get with most other filmmakers.
If we stopped right now, if this was the end of PTA's career with just the movies that we've covered so far, great career.
Yeah.
Fantastic job.
Fantastic
Boogie
career.
Nights, killer, just gives you everything you could ever want. Magnolia's kind of is just shot in the dark. Let's see if it works. And it does pretty well at that.
Right.
Punch Drunk Love is just like, hey, I'm going to write the best romantic comedy of all time. And then this, this movie is just a nice, like, hey, I'm in my later period. I want to write something fun. Like,
Exactly.
It's an entire career there. And we haven't gotten to like two of the great movies of all time.
Right, I was about to say, we still have the three arguable masterpieces and the movie that's probably going to win in Best Picture in 2 weeks, so a week and a half by the time that this comes out. So, yeah, all of that being said, I got to say, Licorice Pizza on the rewatch, I enjoyed it. I had quite a lot of fun with it. I'm going to elevate my rating to like a 4 out of 5. It's not quite a 4.5, but it's almost there.
Yeah, I think it very much fits within the canon. I think that, if I ever hear it discussed outside of that, it's kind of like his wild movie that we don't talk about. I'd be like,
Right.
No, come on, man.
No, it's
Licorice
not.
Pizza fits right in. The music's great. It's a fun kind of just movie to have on in the background. I can see that being a rewatch style. So.
Let me put it this way. This makes more sense as a PTA like period piece than Inherent Vice does, which is just like,
yeah.
Inherent
Vice is slipping down my list, but
it is. The more there's no reason why I put that as early as I did in the rewatch order.
It's funny as shit,
funny
but
as hell,
yeah,
it gets tougher and tougher as the rewatch goes along.
There's none of his heart in it. It's all just like too technical.
It's all jokes. It's all jokes, that movie. It's just making fun of a genre and a format of filmmaking. Well, Luke, thank you once again for joining me for yet another of the PTA. The next installment in the PTA rewatch series, Licorice Pizza. Like I said, we are banging these out one at a time. We're past the halfway point. We only have 4 of these left. And next week, the big one, the potential Best Picture winner, one battle after another. Oh, man, I haven't rewatched this since it came out back in September, but I have been waiting, and I can't think of a more perfect opportunity for this rewatch. So that will be up next week. Where can the good people follow you on the interwebs?
Franchise addicts everywhere. We just dropped a new episode. We finally caught up on 28 years later, The Bone Temple.
All right.
Because we had covered the 28 series this last summer, I think it was. So we caught back up with that, dropped an episode. Really fun stuff. Love that movie. I think Chris Ryan said this on The Ringer, but if there's like 9-10 better movies than that this year, I would be shocked.
Yeah,
that movie
exactly.
rules.
And the fact that that's the movie that kicks off a year that ultimately is shaping up to be a pretty good movie year so far. It'll be amazing if anybody pays attention given everything that's going on in the world right now. But overall, I'd say this year off to a pretty good start. Just saying.
There's 2 gigantic juggernauts just waiting out there too. Oh man.
Exactly.
Baby.
We still got him. We got him coming. But you guys can follow me with everything going on at Movie Nerd Reviews across all platforms, at Official Talking TV Podcast across all platforms. Be sure to subscribe if you're watching us on YouTube. Follow us on Spotify and all the other places. And as always, people, 12 seasons in a short film, and watch more fucking movies. We'll see you guys next week for one battle after another.
Peace.